Steve Jones here with the Hardscape channel, here at the annual meeting for the Interlocking Concrete Pavement Institute. And here we have with us Andy Karras. Last time we saw Andy was in October at Hardscape North America.
Hardscape North America.
Thanks for coming up again.
Yes, sir, my pleasure. And we're at ICPI, and I happen to work for a brick manufacturer as opposed to a concrete pavement manufacturer.
Yes, and that's one of your unique talents, is the fact that you've got such a wealth of experience in both concrete and clay hardscapes.
Yes. Yes.
You know, Andy, you're considered one of the sage, wise guys.
You haven't talked to my wife recently.
No. Don't talk to mine either. We know what we are there,
yeah.
right? But because of your experience and I think your ability to evaluate everything that comes before us, not being overly opinionated, unlike myself, is that you bring a nice perspective to the meetings, that you support things that make sense, that follow logic. And in that vein, you know, your participation in Hardscape North America's steering committee has been important to help us stay on track to, especially our new meeting that we just had,
right,
to stay on track with the show for 2012 and the growth and the changes we have to implement to make it grow.
Right. Well, we certainly need to make some changes. We need to get more attendance at that show because of the economy. A lot of contractors are not bringing all their people to the show. First couple shows, we had owners bringing 3 or 4 foremen and crew members, and as the economy went south, we may get the owner coming. So we need to boost the attendance, and hopefully with the economy improving and a lot of good things going on at that show, good exhibitors, good programs, good demonstrations going on out in the field. Contractors can come, see a lot of new tools, a lot of ways of doing things that they may not be using at this point. It'll make their life easier and more profitable.
Why do we have a problem in convincing the tens and tens of thousands of hardscape contractors across the country to come to the show? The one thing in our industry, the one thing they need to be at.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, all the people in parts of New York State and northern New Jersey already know everything, so they don't need to come. I happen to live there, so you know, I'm throwing stones at my own. But you know, part of the reason is, you know, a lot of contractors, especially smaller ones, they're interested in their day-to-day operation. How am I going to make payroll at the end of the week? Where's my next job coming from? They don't think that going to the show and spending a little money is going to benefit them, when in fact it's just the opposite. They'll learn how to do things more efficiently. They'll learn how to get more work. So, you know, if they look at it, you know, on a long-term basis, this show is very beneficial to them. There are a lot of experts there. There are contractors who've been doing this for a long time. They'll love successful, love to sit down and share with you. Talk to you. You can have a beer with them, whatever, and they'll give you some good tips to use in your business.
Or you might be lucky enough to run into a Skeeter,
and then you're set for a few nights.
Yeah, off to rehab. Well, you know, I don't think people realize is that type of interaction is available. You know, everybody I know in the industry is really forthcoming and sharing. I know that in local markets that contractors that have their competition are a little bit of the, you know, with one another. Sure. And okay, I understand that you've basically got a turf war. And okay, that aside, but once you get away from your home and you actually get to go meet contractors, successful ones, and you know what? There is something that you do that is worth sharing with everybody. I have never done a demonstration, a training, anything where I've been sharing that I actually haven't taken something back. Now, sometimes it's been profound, other times it's been a little trick or a tip. You know what? And each one of those was valuable.
Sure. No, and this in Hardscape North America, you'll get to pick up a lot of tips. And you could also impart some of your knowledge on some other people that are there. It's a give and take. You go to a demonstration, you ask questions. The person doing the demonstration, maybe something that he hadn't thought about before, and he'll discuss it with you. So you can both learn from it. And as Steve said, everybody is open to talking and discussing things. And during demonstrations, there are questions that you can ask.
There's opinions you will hear.
Oh yes, yeah, and there's a variety of opinions. You know, especially when it comes to say concrete pavers and clay pavers. You know, you have to be able to pay a little more attention to what you're doing with clay pavers as opposed to concrete pavers. You know, however, they have a lot of benefits that concrete pavers don't have. You know, such as they're color fast, they're not going to fade, and typically.
I see you're towing the party line here right now.
Absolutely. You know, you never know when my supervisors will see this. So, but you know, I mean, there's absolutely great things. There's techniques and there are tools, and obviously Steve, you know, knows more about tools than I do. But there's so many tools out there that'll save you time. And right now, labor is one of our biggest problems in the industry. It's tough to get people who want to do this work. It's hard work. It's great work. It's a great career, but it is hard, and a lot of people have difficult time finding employees that will
go through that physical, the huge physical exertion.
Absolutely, and well, not only you have to exert physically, you have to find people that take pride in their work, not just show up and throw things down on the ground.
That's a unique individual.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and if you find those people, you have to reward them and take care of them.
Oh, you do?
I've been told.
Maybe I should try that sometime.
Absolutely, absolutely. But there's a lot of good things, and coming up this coming year, hopefully we're talking about having that competition, which I think is a fabulous idea.
I'm already putting together the Pave Tech team.
You have the Pave
I've
Tech
already
team.
signed up.
Good.
So the Pave Tech team, and I know that one of your competitors, Pine Hall, has already got the Pine Hall team.
Excellent. I'll root them on.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's going to be a neat competition.
It will. And
it's going to be furious.
You know, and there are so many trades that do that, and they typically do it on an education basis. But this is great to get people come in from different regions of the country, compete against each other. And the thing I liked about it the most that we discussed this morning is there would just be a couple pallets there covered, and you wouldn't know what would be under that pallet, and you would pull it away and create, and hopefully it develops that way, because
let's see where it goes. I mean, we've got it's one of these things, it's going to be an evolution. I think we'll start with something much maybe simpler this year and move forward into, because I want to see the creativity, I want to grow that the mind space within our contractors so that they start, and hate the cliche, thinking out of the box. I hate that. But yes, let's think beyond what our comfort zone is, and reach a little bit. Experiment.
Exactly. So I think that has great potential there to be a nice program.
It's going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we look forward to all of you being there, October 2012. Search for Hardscape North America on Google or Yahoo, and you'll get the website. See you all there. Thanks, Andy.
Okay, thank you.